Hey guys, so it's Shane here from Laser Gaming, and today I will be talking about basically the results of the Battlefield Hardline beta. So to start off, over 6 million people played the beta, which crushed Destiny's record of 4.6 million. Although Hardline did have the advantage of being on PC. And now we're going to get into what VISCERAL did after the beta to change the gun. So there's a lot of changes here. And I'll go through the changes, and then I'll basically give you my opinion on them. So to start off, the ACWR, which actually was not in the game yet. So this sort of just shows a pattern. Most of the assault rifles were nerfed in the same pattern, but so it's starting damage was starting at 28 and it went to 24, and it's damage at range. So the end of the damage went from 18.5 to 15, so really reduced the effectiveness of this. The AUG 3 got nerfed in the same way too, same with the ARM. I find this kind of stupid how they nerfed the ARM, because it's supposed to be a really hard gun to get, and it's supposed to be amazing, and it was great. It wasn't an amazing gun, but it was a great gun. But they nerfed it, which I find weird, because in the description of the Syndicate assignments they say just pray that they don't point their gun at you, but with a gun that does 24 damage up close, it's not that good. So the Uzi went from 34 damage to 33, making it a 4-shot kill. So basically a lot of the complaining was that the time to kill was too quick. So they changed that. I personally liked it a lot. I thought it was like a mix between Black Ops and Battlefield, but I guess they changed that. So the ADS recoil up actually went down on the Uzi from 0.22 to 0.12, and the kick right went from 0.25 to 0.1. The hip fire went from 0.75 to 0.5. So the Uzi basically sort of, I guess, got a buff, because the recoil really improved on this gun, but it is a 4-shot kill, so that's what they did with a lot of the guns. They really reduced the recoil, but they ended up making it have less damage. So let's move on to the L85A2, a Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 3 gun. So it has the same standard assault rifle damage buff, nerf, 28 to 24 and 18.5 to 15. The M16A3, same nerf, and this is really annoying because this was such a good gun. I didn't think it was insanely overpowered, but I think what they were thinking is that no one's really using the carbines. Everyone is using the assault rifles, so I guess they're nerfing the assault rifles. So it had the same nerf, so it went from 28 to 24, and it actually didn't get a long-range damage nerf, which I guess is good because it's supposed to be a longer-range gun. But it got a higher recoil, which sucks because this is like a laser beam. Now the M416 got its same standard damage buff, and its recoil, kick, left and right got decreased, but its kick up got increased. So the kick went from 0.3 to 0.52, kick up. Recoil right went from 0.3 to 0.2, and the recoil left went from 0.1 to 0.05. So now we're getting into the SMG/PDW. So the M45 starting damage went from 34 to 33. The MP5K went from 34 to 33 as well, and the P90 did not get a damage nerf, but its hip standard base spread went from 0.11 to 0.4. So I thought that this is a very good hipfire weapon, but it's got its spread increased. So now the 870p shotgun, which people were complaining that it had too much range, and I actually agree with this. So I agree with this nerf. So its damage start went from 12 to 10. Oh, this is just the effective range that's decreasing. So the damage drop-off start went from 12 to 10, and the damage drop-off end went from 25 to 20. So it really just changed its range, which I think is good. Now the RO933, its recoil did get a lot better, but it had its damage at range decreased. But so then there's the Spaz 12, which had the same nerf as the 870p. So the range end went from 25 to 20, and the start went from 12 to 10. So now I want to talk about the nerf to Magnum rounds. So they also sort of nerf this pretty hard. So the original thing with the Magnum rounds was its start damage was 100, and the damage fall off started at 69. So you could get a one-shot kill up to 69 meters, which I thought was a bit overpowered. But I really did like using it. And this is, of course, you have to get a chest shot, so if you get a leg shot, it doesn't count. And the damage drop off ended at 59, and it ended at 150 meters. So now the start damage is 100 meters, and you can only get a one-shot kill up to 25 meters. But it's the end damage is only 50, and the damage drops off insanely quick. So you'll be doing 50 damage at 50 meters, which I think this is sort of absurd. The fact that they nerfed this gadget or accessory so much. I thought they could have maybe made it so it's a one-shot kill up to like 40 meters or so. But they did increase the damage to vehicles with the fact that if you get a leg shot at range, you'll have to do a 3-shot kill. I just don't even think they're worth it anymore. This could have been because something like the 300 knockout, the Magnum rounds were out damaging it, and they sort of want that to be like the sniper everyone wants to get. When I found that, like, after looking at its stats and watching some videos on it, I felt that since the assignment's so hard, there's no point in even getting it. But now, in the new game, I might go and get it just because the Magnum rounds have been nerfed. So they actually do increase damage to vehicles. So the helicopter, you can do 80 damage up to it if you hit it where the pilot is sitting, so the front of the helicopter. And the damage on cars basically stayed the same. But yeah, so basically it got an upgrade in damage to helicopters, and it got nerfed in every other aspect. So we'll have to see how this is in the real game and if they end up changing it, because I think the feedback from the community will be that this is a bit too of a drastic nerf. The fact that it actually does less damage at the end than regular rounds, which doesn't make sense. If you hit someone with a Magnum shot at range, it would hurt a lot more than hitting someone with a regular bullet, and it can even penetrate vehicles. So this doesn't make sense, but hopefully they'll at least give it an end damage of 59 like these standard rounds. So thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe down below for everything Battlefield Hardline. So thanks for watching.
Let's get the rocket into that area.
Hostile suspect down!